All right. Good morning, everybody. We are here with week 2 of KBBT National Championship. Let's take a look and see what the guys have going on this morning. All right. First off, we got Steve O'Brien and Derek Brundle. They have some fish boarded. Derek Brundle sitting at 48 1/4. Steve O'Brien is at 16 1/2. Greg Nosar will be against Tim Gurley. No entries so far today. Daniel Glennie is taking on Joel Spear. Again, waiting for fish to be uploaded. Matt Vaught versus Danny Gann. Matt Vaught has 32 1/2 on the board. Let's see, Curtis Yakolevic versus Wilton Rogerson. Wilton Rogerson has a 1975 up. We got Lisa Washington versus John Fox. Dwayne Dwyer versus Sean Hunt. They have a little battle going on this morning already with Mr. Dwyer at 15.25 and Sean Hunt at 31.25. And then we have Matt Conant and Bobby Morin, both yet to load a fish. Let's get on. Looks like we got Matt here. Morning, Matt. How you doing, buddy? Looks like he's having some fun in the wind. We got a great video. We got a little bit of wind there, Matt. But how we doing this morning? What you got cooking? Looks like we are having a little audio difficulty, which isn't a big deal. Looks like he's got a nice little grass flat there. Trying to put her together for today. Hey, Matt, I'm going to mute your mic for a few minutes just because there's a lot of wind going on. Yeah. Well, we got Matt Vaught there on the screen working on putting something together. Matt Vaught, like I said. Who's Matt? Who is Matt taking on? Let's see. He's taking on Mr. Danny Gann out of Florida. Heck of a tough opponent. And we're just waiting for some other anglers to come on this morning. There's quite a bit going on elsewhere. We have Gunnersville, a lot of action going on down there today. We got Lake St. Clair lighting up north here. I believe Eufaula with Hobie. I believe that's this weekend. Matt Vaught just a crank. Let's check his mic real quick. Yeah, not too bad. Give Mr. Derek X. So again, folks, we are on the second week of KBBT National Championship. It's round 2. So KBBT National Championship is a bracket-style tournament. It's one angler versus one angler. You put up your best 5 fish throughout the day. You get to fish your home waters. Looked like Matt there might have had a hook set, but so these anglers are going head to head. It's one of the easiest formats out there for anybody to compete in because you can compete in your home waters as long as it is public waters and has public access. I know this is the tournament where I pretty much started my tournament scene. So we'll see how we'll go. We're only going to broadcast for a couple hours this morning. We'll probably broadcast till about 8:30, 9 o'clock. And then we'll come back on probably around 10:30, 11. We should have some other folks jumping on. Take a look here. I'm going to bring up another tournament here and see what we have going on. All right, so we do have the trail series going on this weekend down at Gunnersville. I'll give you the top 5 out of that. So far, we got Eric Jackson in first with 52 inches. Rick, not even going to try to pronounce your last name, Rick G with 46.75. Michael Turpin with 42. Lynn Yester with 34.75. And Matt Bott with 32.5. Let's see, we got Mr. Derek on also. We'll bring him into the studio. Mr. Derek.
What's happening?
How you doing, brother?
Good, man. You're probably going to have to mute me here pretty quick. As soon as I get around this corner, it's windy here, so.
Yeah, Matt is in the same conditions, Matt Bott. So
Cold and windy. Cold and windy on old Cape Cod.
Yeah. Yeah, it appears it's that way everywhere today. I know down at Gunnersville, it doesn't look like it's too much different because that's where Matt's at currently. And that's quite... Go ahead.
I talked to Greg earlier because I was having some issues with Fishing Chaos. My fish weren't going through, and it was. I could hear it on his end, just screaming. It is windy.
Yeah, she's kicking pretty good down there, but they're boarding some fish. Well, Matt Bott's boarding some fish anyway.
Matt's always catching fish.
You know it. Seems like he he fishes a lot in your style, is where he stands up pretty much the whole time he's fishing, casting and cranking.
Yeah, man. Always be casting.
You know it. I love that little saying you got going on there, and it definitely rings true. I mean,
Yep.
I bring a fish in the boat and immediately I throw a single out in the water. Before I even measure the fish, I have another line in the water.
Nice. Yeah, I'm usually not that aggressive, but I try to get him taken care of, get the picture taken care of real quick, and then get him back in and get after it.
Yeah. That's the first time I heard anybody call fishing with a Cinco aggressive.
Oh
I
man,
like it.
I felt like some wind some rain coming. I don't know. You look around,
Oh,
felt a
yeah.
few raindrops. That's not cool, man. It wasn't supposed to rain. That's not cool.
Yeah, hopefully it'll lay down. Typically it never does during the day, but one can hope. Let's see if I can bring up the board here also. Oh yeah, that's way better. Give a quick board rundown. So we have yourself, Mr. Derek. You're at 66 and a quarter, and Mr. Steve O'Brien's sitting with 16 and a half. Matt Bott's got 32 and a half for today. Wilton Rogerson already stuck in 1975.
Dang.
Yeah, that man can catch some good sized fish. He proved that last week. We got John Fox on the board with a 15.25. Sean Hunt, 44.75. Mr. Dwyer, 15 and a quarter, and Bobby Big Gun with 15 and a quarter. Everybody else has bet the board for sure. And I'm gonna mute you, Derek.
Yeah, please do.
Got a lot of wind going on here, and we're gonna add Mr. John Fox to the stream. John, how we doing?
Morning, buddy. How are you?
I am good. You're the first person without a
You're breaking up, buddy. I can't hear you.
guys up there.
There you are. I can hear you now.
You got me now? That's We're good, boys. I just had to do it. So. You got me there, Mr. John?
Yep, I got you. I just got a little 13-incher I'm getting ready to throw on the board real quick.
Oh, awesome.
I don't know if you can see it. No, I got it flipped around, don't I? Oh, there we go. Just a little feller.
Oh, there you go. It'll measure, though.
Yeah, it'll measure.
You're still doing better than Greg. Looks like Derek's area might be calmed down now. We got you
All right, I'll
back
be right-
on.
be right back.
John. Sounds good, buddy. Looks like we might. No, I thought Matt was picked up again there for a minute. I got you going in and out there, Matt, or Derek, so.
Fish on.
There we go, Mr. Brundle. Let's see.
Just a little smallmouth on the X-Zone tube. Can you hear me?
The time.
Can you hear me, Matt?
Looks like Derek's hooked up again. Internet is killing me. So we just had Derek and John board fish. I'm going to mute you again there, Derek.
Morning, Matt. How's everything going this morning?
Well, it could be better. The
Sounds like the internet's going in and out.
ditch the computer. It is being pain in the there. Jeez. You all got me now?
I can hear you.
All right. Sorry about that, guys. I just had to get off of Wi-Fi and go to data. There. See if that works for a few minutes here. Greg just shot me a message. Yeah, we're good there. Cool. So, looks like we got everybody grinding away. And while they do, I'm going to kind of reset up since I'm ditching the computer. The Upper Peninsula is a gorgeous place, but I'll tell you what, the internet sucks. All right, so I'm going to do a quick rundown of the KBF down at Gunnersville, top 5. 5th place, we have Ben Laurie, 44.75. Scott Stolman at 55. Ricky G at 41.5. Eric Jackson, 67.25. And Mr. Siddiqui is currently in first with 7. But you got God, love that sound. Yeah, baby. What you got there, buddy?
They are choking the tube. Absolutely choking the X-Zone tube.
I'm telling you, that is such a versatile bait. Beauty.
A
Look at that.
beautiful fish, man. Such a pretty fish, you know?
Oh, man. Gorgeous.
Beautiful, beautiful fish. But they are just, I'm just stroking a tube. All these smallmouth guys know what to do, but they are just absolutely destroying the tube.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's a staple up north for sure. Once you get that submitted, I'll run down our board. We got a little bit of movement. So again, folks, we're here with the KBBT National Championship week 2, where anglers are going in a head-to-head competition. One angler versus one other. You get
Blackbeard on?
nope, not that. So I'll go down. There we go. Just updated. So Derek, you're sitting at 82 and a quarter at the moment. Your small is 15 and a half, and you have 2 of them.
Right on.
Derek's taking on Mr. Steve O'Brien, still sitting at 16 and a half. We got Greg Nosar and Tim. Tim Gurley with a 13-incher on the board. Greg has yet to upload. We got Daniel Glennie versus Joel Spear. Both yet to upload. Lisa Washington and John Fox. John Fox sitting at 28 even. Lisa has yet to upload. But Mr. Dwyer versus Sean Hunt. Hunt is at 44.75 and Mr. Dwyer's at 50 quarter. And we have Conant and Morin. And at 15 and a quarter. So, is that where you ended last weekend? It looks kind of like the same water.
Talking to me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. John lit up the cameras last week. Fish after fish on that body of water. They weren't all huge, but they all were measurable fish. Ooh. Big swing. Weekend. I'm gonna see what they have going on Lake St. Clair today, because see if they get any 100-inch St. Clair. Yeah. So one of our big home lakes up here, Lake St. Clair, we have 2 people already above or 90 or above, and a bunch of people in the 80s. They're tearing it up. Them smallmouth are getting pretty active pre-spawn. Wish I could have got down there for it, but it just did not work out. I'm going to try to unmute Matt. See how as that's the way you got to go about it. Taking a look at the board, no movement there. I do apologize about the choppy broadcast this morning. Having some technical difficulties with the local internet, so I had to switch over to the phone and stream it via data. So I don't get to do all the cool overlays. But our anglers are battling out to see who moves on to week 3 in the brackets. Kind of wish I could do a share screen. See, Derek looks like he's pretty protected again.
What's happening?
Oh, not much, waiting for the snow to melt, ice to go away.
Sounds like fun.
No, not at all. But we can only do what we can do. So
That's a fact.
I'm gonna try to get out there Sunday, see if the smallies moved into the river.
Nice.
So see Matt there. You still got it. I'm just keeping you muted. That way we don't have the birds chirping where John is at. What kind of temp you dealing with down there, Derek? It looks like it's a little chilly this morning.
When I got out of the truck this morning, it was 38 degrees.
Oh, nice.
Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. I mean, it's probably warmed up to 50 or so, but this cloud cover is not going to help the warming up, that's for sure.
Right. Yeah.
But it ain't going to stop us from fishing, that's for sure.
You know it. Yeah, we got a dusting of snow the other day. Home.
That wind's going to come back up, Matt. You're going to want to mute me.
Yeah, I got you right now, Derek.
I can hear it starting to scream across the trees up there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm going to switch over to Mr. Vaught here. He's got a little tank go? Oh, no, you got it.
Hey, little one.
Yes. But will it measure? Every quarter inch counts.
Yeah, you know it. I got the elm off your foot.
Hey, buddy. Good job. Matt Vaught. And I think that's his. Is that his? No, that'll be his third fish. So that's Matt's third fish today. So all the anglers, they have to get a 5 fish limit. And we measure by total inches. A lot of people, when we run into them on the bank, they're like, well, where's your scale? How do you guys register your fish? Well, we register them on a catch board. It's a certified measuring board. Depending on what tournament, depends on your minimum inches. I believe this one is a 10-inch or 12-inch minimum. I know KFL, we stuck at 14-inch. And your top 5 fish, total length of inches, will be your total score for the day. With that being said, we'll give a rundown here. Mr. Derek Brundle, Steve O'Brien. Derek Brundle's at 82 1/4. Steve O'Brien's at 16.5. Greg Nosar, Tim Gurley. Tim Gurley's the only person in that bracket with fish on the board. He's got 2 at 28.75. Daniel Glennie, Joel Spear have yet to upload a fish. Curtis Yakovlevich and Wilton Rogerson. Wilton's got 36.25 up. Sean Hunt, Mr. Dwyer. Sean Hunt's leading that 59.75, 15.25. Bobby Big Gun Morin versus Matt Conant. Bobby Big Gun sitting at 15 1/4. Lisa Washington, John Fox. John Fox sitting at 28 even. And Lisa Washington's at 12.75. Matt Butt just got his other fish uploaded. He's sitting at 45. He's got 3 fish. And that is today's rundown so far of the KBBT. Mr. Derek is the only one with a limit so far, so he's already calling. We got you back, Matt. We'll broadcast for another 30 minutes or so, and then I'll be back. I have to go back in and tear down some giant trailers. We just put some boats in the water out here on Lake Superior. And then I will kick that broadcast off again. It'll probably be about 12:30, 1 o'clock, and we'll kick that back off for another couple hours. Hey, Scott, big fish for today. Let me take a look here. Sorry, I don't have the screen this morning. I believe it's Wilton Rogerson with Big Fish of the Day. I saw it earlier. He had a 1975. So yeah, Wilton. Oh, what we got going on there, Mr. John?
That's how you do it. You boat flip them.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice fish.
Little frog fish.
That'll measure. Awesome job there, buddy. So he's going to go and measure his fish and upload it. But to answer your question, Scott, that would be Wilton Rogerson with the biggest fish of the day so far at 1975. Derek Brundle will have the second largest, and he will be sitting at 18 even, I do believe. And it looks like Derek might be hooked up. What you got going on there, Derek?
Yeah, it's a good smallmouth.
Choking them tubes.
Got him.
Nice.
Slab.
Got some
Slab.
going on this morning. There you go.
Hey, look where that tube is. You can't even hardly see it.
That is awesome. That's a good day right there. If they're choking, that's a good day.
I mean, I can't even see the jeepers creepers. He just swallowed the whole thing. It just went missing. Wow, he ate that thing.
Right. I'm gonna take him off solo while he works his magic on getting that tube out of the fish's gullet. There we go. John's finished his fish. Derek's wrestling with the tube, fighting a smallmouth for a tube.
There we go. Got it out of there. Boy, did he hammer it. Holy cow.
Yeah, as soon as I got off solo mode with John, I went back. I was like, damn, Derek's hooked up. Let's go.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one, too. $18.25.
Nice. That'll be your big today. That's a nice.
What's that, like a 3-inch call or something?
Yeah, three and a quarter.
I'm into that. Boy, they are beautiful fish, though, huh? Man.
Look at that beauty.
I'm gonna get him back in the water.
That's some great coloration in that smallmouth.
Well, I'll tell you what, that X-Zone tube right there, you can see that thing is just beat up, but green pumpkin, blue flake, I mean, that is just money.
Oh yeah.
Boy, that thing hammered it too.
Yeah, I saw you lean back. I was like,
If I didn't feel the thump, I would have thought I was hung up on a tree.
oh, I bet them things will pull like a mule.
But when you're stroking a tube like that and you feel it thump on slack line, you know they're inhaling it. Oh, here we go. Oh, that was a stick. 3-pounder, 3-pounder. Well, heck, I'll take them like that all day.
You know it.
Man, those are pretty fish.
It's making me jealous. So that bumped you up to, looks like 85 even. Your small still being 15 and a half. Steve O'Brien's sitting at the same with a 16 and a half.
I wonder why he's not on.
I don't know.
I know where he is, and I know he's got service.
I think a lot of people are dealing with the wind today.
It's not windy where he is.
Uh,
I talked to him earlier. I was having an issue submitting fish. It would submit, it would go through, it would say, 100%, and then it would go back to the regular screen, but they weren't showing up on the scoreboard. So I texted him and said, hey, just so you know, I'm not sandbagging or anything like that. For some reason, I'm having an issue. And then I had to call Greg, and then Greg got it figured out somehow. I don't know what the deal was with it, but he went in and did something, and finally my fish showed up.
right.
Ooh, that was a bite. 'Twas a bite. Might have been a perch.
Yeah, I like it when they hit it on the drop, even if you got a heavy heavy jig with it.
Yeah, I'm using a 3/8 head, tungsten 3/8. I forget who makes it, but it's got a really nice hook on it, man. Got that big. Get it out of the way. There you go. Got that big old hook in it.
Almost looks like maybe a VMC.
It could be a VMC. I'm definitely a fan of VMC stuff. So I don't know. I buy so much stuff you would have. I have no idea sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
All I know is that if it looks good, I buy it and I use it.
As long as it catches the fisherman, it'll catch the fish.
That's right. Oh man, kind of getting out of the wind here. I can take my hood off. Oh, there we go. Perch. I'll tell you what, that's a good size yellow right there.
Yeah, it is.
It's 13 inches.
Well, it seems for every perch you catch, after that.
Yeah, that's one thing about the smallmouth fishing. The perch are mixed right in.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of times they become the menu.
It's a great eater, too.
Yeah.
I'm going to mute you out, Derek. We got Matt still playing in the wind. John slinging baits. Looks like off a point there. What are you slinging there, John?
Just a frog.
Looks like a great spot where Matt's fishing there. Got a nice little wee bed. And Derek just one smallmouth right after another. And John's right in there too, pulling largemouth in. Always a great show with you guys on, with everybody on. Let's see if we got any board movement here. Sean Hunt went up to 71.75. He's got 5 fish on the board, his smallest being a 12-incher. No, Derek smallest is a 15. It's 2 people, I believe, with completed bags. Oh, it looked like Matt just lost one. We're going to try to unmute Matt here. What happened there, buddy?
Oh, I'm caught on a bad hook set.
Man.
A lot of wind and got a little too much slack in my line, I think. I'm throwing way over a whole lot of grass too and hitting a little hole.
Right on. Now you're on Gville today, eh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's a fun lake to fish, man. I wish I could have got down there for it, but we'll be down there later in the year.
Yeah, it's a fun one for sure. This is my 3rd time here, so.
Yeah. I've only been there once.
I think I lost it.
But yeah, it's definitely a fun lake to fish. And you can fish every piece of structure of it, from rock cliffs to grass flats to sand flats to miles of beach beds to river tip creeks, and just a tremendous fishery.
There's actually quite a few of them pulled up to start spawning the last couple of days.
Hey, looks like she's starting to pick up. Mute Matt's mic there. Well, we're at it. Let's see what's going on. Gunners. So Gunnersville top 5. Top 5 is Robert Barnett at 71.75. Anthony Winkleman at 79 even. Demon Henderson at 81.75. Eric Jackson at 83.25. And Siddiqui is currently top spot at 92.25. So St. Clair's actually out fishing Gunnersville at the moment. But that lake has a great morning bite too. So. Mr. John tossing a frog. Eric tossing a two. You up or you snagged up?
No, I'm on a tree.
We'll put John in the corner there. So we had some pretty good action going on there a little bit ago with between Derek and John. Throwing some fish in front of the camera. Oh, I actually might have caught that in the corner of the screen there, John. That looked like a pretty decent wake.
Yeah, he's probably 17.
Always gets the adrenaline going and trying to hold back the use of language.
Oh, yeah. I missed one this morning. I mean, it blew up on that frog, and he just missed it. And I jerked too soon. Yeah, there was a few F-bombs, and called
Yeah,
myself a retard for jerking so soon.
yeah, it can get pretty intense out there, especially if you lose, a pretty decent fish. I know that all too well. Look like Mr. Bobby just added a fish. He's got two. He's sitting at 1925. Is Matt out there with you today, Derek, or did he go south?
No, Matt is fishing a live event.
Okay.
MAKB event on Snippet Tuit Pond, actually.
Yeah.
It's where the whole 43 seconds thing came from the Rebels and the Maulers.
Who we got? Oh, the man himself. Got Mr. Greg Nosar. Morning, Greg.
Boss man in the house.
He may have his volume down.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, cool.
You catch anything yet?
I just made a move, dude.
So we got the man Greg Nosar with us this morning.
I just watched one eat it. He didn't get hooked.
Ugh. Thank you.
I was fishing where Matt Vaught was, and the wind was so daggone bad, I couldn't even keep position. I'm like, forget this, man.
Yeah, we've been having him up. Yeah, I got you, Greg. I'm gonna mute. Yep, that was Greg. That was Derek. Derek's muted. Well, you, Greg. I think most of that was Derek. Tim Gurley sitting at 28.75. We'll give a full rundown here. We got Derek Brundle, Steve O'Brien. Derek Brundle sitting at 85 to Steve O'Brien 16.5. Tim Gurley is 28.75. Unopposed. Just made a move. He's getting his feet back under him as we're looking at his feet right now. And now it's back.
Yeah.
We got no uploads between Daniel Glennie or Joel Spear. Matt Vaught sitting at 45. Danny Gann at 13.25. Danny's on the board. Curtis Y versus Wilton Rogerson. Wilton Rogerson's at 36.25. He's got the big for today so far. What was it? It was a 19.75. We got John Fox, Lisa Washington. John Fox, 46.25. Lisa Washington has got a fish on the board at 12.75. Sean against Mr. Dwyer. Sean's got 71.75. Mr. Dwyer is sitting at 15.25. And Bobby Big Gun Morin currently unopposed by Matt Conant. Could be service issues. But Bobby's sitting at 29.25. I see, Matt, you're talking, but I think you have your mic muted. Unmute. Seems to be back in calmer weather.
tell you, that wind was ridiculous this morning. They called for 10 to 15. I think it was blowing 25, 30.
Yeah, I'm getting finger cramps because of the mute and unmute.
Oh, man.
But we've had some great action this morning with Matt and John, or Derek and John there, both bringing fish in online.
Right on.
Derek's catching lunch.
I saw Derek and his big smallies, man, crushing them.
Oh, yeah. And I see you turn around there, Matt. It's showing up that your mic is not connected, so you may have muted yourself.
Who, me?
Oh, Matt Vaught. So, John there with a swing.
I got a feeling this shoreline right here is going to produce a big smallie.
Well, let's see it.
Believe me, I want to show it to you. I saw a real big one on this one last week. Couldn't get him to bite, though. Chased in 2 different baits and just swam away.
See Matt talking to the mic. They're not. One thing, like these live streams, it's all on the angler. And, you know, we've been messing with camera angles, which we have some great camera angles going on right now. And, you know, the anglers do a lot to make sure that they can stream. Sometimes it doesn't. We had difficulties here at the house this morning. And just got to keep going and you'll get through it.
Well, I should have retied because I just broke my tube off on a cast, so I'm going to retie now.
Yeah, that's another thing with tubes, especially if you got rocks. It definitely gets hard on the line.
That was a mistake. One that I will not make again today. Hopefully, ever. But I'm pretty stupid, so I see myself making it one more time. At least.
Right?
Hey, you get no argument from us.
Keep it down, peanut gallery.
I shouldn't be talking.
Dig
He's
me
got
out
85 on the board, and I got big fat 0.
Dig me out another X-Zone tube here.
Derek's leading the day at 85.
Smashing them. Smashing them.
I just want a perch sandwich. Fat kid's getting hungry.
Right on.
I could have come by for a perch sandwich. I mean, serving them up.
Bring
All
out
right.
the
I'm about to drop the juice on you here.
Uh-oh.
Oh, liquid mayhem inside the tube before you put the head in there.
Oh.
Give him something to eat, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, Matt,
Slide
how's the camera angle looking now, man? I've had to adjust it several times. I'm not sure. Can't even see it.
Yeah, you're sitting all right there, Greg. You're in the right corner of the screen. We got a nice view of the water over your left shoulder.
Okay, cool.
And Derek, I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I'll tell you what. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I know it makes a difference, but
It makes a difference.
And I'll drop even a little more juice on top of that if you can get the end of that tube plugged with that liquid mayhem on a Carolina rig. Then your tube's going to float up off the bottom just a little bit, just until them fish get that juicy goodness out there.
You know what I do, Matt? Is I'll take a like shooting earplugs.
Yep.
I'll take one of those, squish it up, push it up inside there, and make it float. Same thing.
Oh yeah, I have a set on my terminal tackle with my jig heads, or with my tube stuff rather. Drop shot stuff.
All right. Well, I guess we go back after it, right?
Is Matt Vaught still on?
Yeah, he is. He is.
Or
His
Vogt?
some mic difficulty.
Okay.
On his end.
How's the wind looking over there?
Let's take a look. It actually looks like it's slacked right off. He's sitting in a bunch of
Grass.
there. And if you can hear me, Matt, your mic is disconnected on the stream, and I cannot manipulate it.
The manipulator.
That grass was no joke.
And he's in it too, man. He is.
Yeah, I mean, it was just hard to keep position, man. I mean, I couldn't keep anything down. I was throwing 3/8 ounce jig, and I couldn't even keep it down. It was crazy. So I was here yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Caught 5 really quickly, and some bass moved up on beds and some eelgrass, and there's kind of murky water, 3 to 4 feet.
Mm-hmm.
So I really liked it. So I was like, yeah, this is gonna be a backup spot for me. It wasn't too far from where I was going to originally fish, so I didn't lose too much time. But I had to make the call early, man. I hate it, but I was like, man, I just can't survive out there.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. Sometimes it's about knowing when to leave. You know what I mean?
Well, and another thing too, like no offense to Matt, but the quality fish were those guys are catching, and Jeremy was like the same quality fish you can get, in the creeks. So it's like, if there's 19s or 20s being caught out there, I was like, okay, it'd be worth going. But it was pretty rough.
I hear you.
So take a look again. So he was leading it. He's still leading it. So
All sneaky.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's sitting at 92.75.
Oh, damn it.
Just behind him is Russ Snyder's. He jumped up there. 7.
Oh, Snyder's is there?
What's that?
You said Snyder's is there?
Oops.
Nope. Another stick. I lied.
And I've been keeping an eye also on the St. Clair tournament.
Oh, there's a tournament at St. Clair, huh?
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah. Got a couple guys above 90, 91 and a half leads the field, and a bunch of guys in the 80s. So they're going through pre-spawn stuff right now.
Yeah. Is Zach in that tournament?
I don't think he is, actually.
Wow.
I know the wind is supposed to be ripping out there from the east, and the east wind on Lake St. Clair is no
that.
good.
Yeah, forget that.
Dude, I will never forget Zach catching that striper on the Ned rig that day.
Oh, that was amazing.
That was so funny, dude. He's like, I
A
wonder if
Ned
they'll eat a
rig.
Ned rig. He throws it out there and hooks up immediately. I'm like, no way, dude.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he's that is certainly his strength.
Stripers eat just about anything, man. When they get in that mood, it's crazy what they'll eat.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was having fun running the jerk bait all day, although I destroyed 2 jerk baits.
I remember one of them ended up ripping off all the hooks or something, right?
Oh yeah, yep.
Nice. Nice.
Out of 9 barbs on 3 trebles, I had 2 ends left on the forward treble. That's all
Wow.
left.
Crazy.
But it was fun. It was a workout.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm really hoping I can bring Scout down there. Really hoping the school actually gets out on the 6th of June, but he may not have to do exams due to his grades, so I might be able to sweet talk the school into letting them go that last week, bring them down.
Well, you know you got a place to stay, so.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Well, we got to come down first and take care of the Washington Warhawks in quick fashion.
Oh,
I'll
you
give
can
him a little
kiss.
slap, slap, slap.
You know
Well,
it.
I promise you this right now. The team will not be handicapped this go around, my friend.
Why, they taking you off the water?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
not happening.
that was not cool. That must have been a pickerel and broke off immediately.
I tell you what, ever since I started wearing that Rhode Island hat, man, things have gone downhill real quickly, y'all.
Yeah, for them.
Real quickly. Yeah, I was like Senzo and his jinxed hat.
Yep.
I hear the man can cook though. I see Matt with a little ding
Oh yeah,
there.
he can absolutely cook.
Oh, he can cook. That's for sure.
Yep.
That dude invites you for dinner. You go.
You
I
go.
don't care what you're
Exactly.
doing.
No questions asked.
I don't know if you can hear me, Matt, but your mic is disconnected on your. We got these anglers battling out for the 2022 KBBT National Championship. It's a head-to-head championship. 1 versus 1. We're in the second round of brackets right now. Give a quick rundown here.
So where did Steve wind up going fishing, man?
That I'm not sure. Derek, where'd Steve go?
I'm not gonna say where he is just in case he doesn't want anybody to know. I mean, I know where he is. It's a good
Okay.
place.
Yeah.
It's a good place. But it can be very, 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 very finicky.
Well, I have a feeling he's dealing with the finicky today as he's sitting at 16 and a half.
Yeah, he could knock it out of the park there, or he could stay with the 16 and a half that he has. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's a good place. There's some big fish in there. But I'm surprised it's not on.
You're
which
good.
is strange, but because
Look
there's service there, you know.
right. Look like Tim Gurley put up his fifth. He's sitting at 68 and a half. Pretty small bag, but a bag nonetheless.
It is a bag. Better than what I'm doing.
Then we got Daniel Glenn and Joel Spear have yet to upload. Matt Watson at 45 with Danny Gann sitting at 13 and a quarter. Wilton Rogerson leading his bracket over Curtis at 36.25 unopposed. Lisa Washington, John 5 unchanged. John at 46.25. Lisa at 12.75. Bobby Big Gun currently unopposed, 29 and a quarter against Matt Conant. And Sean Hunt, 71.75. And Mr. Dwyer at 15 and a quarter.
Well, Conant hasn't put nothing up yet, huh?
Not yet. I don't know if it's due to service or what. I don't know if they have service where they're at. I want to say
It's spotty. It's definitely spotty. I mean, there's a couple of spots in the lake there that you don't get service, and then there's some spots where you get good service. So
right.
I don't know what happened, but something just big just swirled right here. That was that big giant smallmouth that I said was laying on this side.
Chomping on one or two of your tubes.
Yeah, right. Just came up, give me the bird, go back down.
Right on.
Let's see. Oops, this mic. Well, it looks like the wind's starting to play a little bit more nice for y'all. I like camera. If I had a choice on all three screens here, what I'm seeing, I'd probably pick Derek's with the cloud cover. Nice little shimmer over top of the water.
I think if the sun came out and the breeze stayed, it would really help me.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I think these fish want to eat, but I mean, I'm getting them to react obviously by stroking a tube like this. But I mean, they're here. I think they're just real lethargic.
Yeah.
That cold last night might have given them the chills. I know. I just still getting the chills. I'd love to see that sun come up
Oh yeah.
and bump the water temps up just a little bit.
And it's so good for yourself, you know. It always feels good when the sun comes out on a cold day after
Yeah.
you've been shivering all morning. Wondering. Pretty sure, yeah. Wilton still has the big bass for the day, sitting at 1975.
That dude's a machine, man.
Dude, he's done some great stuff the last 2 weeks. Derek, I believe, has the second largest at 18. Was it 18 or 8?
18 and a quarter, I think.
Yep.
I got a couple of 18s, but
Yeah. Got it.
that one largemouth that I got had some shoulders. I don't know what he was doing, hanging out with the smallmouth, but whatever, I'll take it.
Trying to hang out with the cool kids.
Right? I am an equal opportunity offender. Brown or green, don't matter to me.
Yep. Same here. We just get more of the brown up here than we do the green.
Yep.
You get downstate, down below the bridge, you can start getting into some decent greenies. We got a little lake up here I can go to, and typically I can pull a 90 for the day out of it. But it's all about finding them. So.
Oh, boys, these bass disappeared. They are not here today. I have to wait on them, I guess. I don't know. They were stacked in here yesterday.
What are you throwing, Greg? What do you got going on? What's your...
Well, I go back between a weightless rage bug and a Senko, but they were hitting the Senko more so than the rage bug yesterday. So I'm starting out with that, but yeah, it's just you getting it right above the eelgrass, and just letting them chew, man.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites, especially out on Gunnersville.
They were not hitting chatterbaits or anything like that out here, man. And no topwater, no chatterbaits. Of course, the grass is not up, so there's no frog fishing or any topwater whatsoever, which is kind of disappointing because I really, really wanted to do that, but you gotta finesse them a little bit.
Right.
Not my, not my preferred method, but hey, what are you gonna do?
Last time I was down there, it was almost got everything off a rage bug.
Yeah, the rage. I use a blue crawl rage bug, and it's a beast, dude.
Yeah, I'd skip them up underneath the docks, let them set.
Yep.
I had one dock. I pulled 3 bass, group by size. They were all about 17 and a half. See, we got Matt back. And we should have your audio now, but we're having Sam Brown says, "Go, John." Good morning from Scott Seshwick says, "The sun's out here in Middleton, MA. So Dad make his wish." And Blake Power popped on. How's it going today? Going pretty well there, Blake. We got some fish coming over. A little slow, but we had some great footage earlier of John and Derek Brundle going back and forth. Smallmouth, largemouth.
What's John Fox at right now?
Johnny is at 46 and a quarter.
Okay.
Ooh, that was a bite. That was a bite, and I missed it. Looking up at the trees, daydreaming of a bite. Daydreaming of a bite.
Oh, I know all too well about that. Hey, Derek, Adam Patrone did not go to that place.
Why?
He said he's found beds that have about 100 inches on them.
Oh, well, good for him. I would have done the same thing then.
Yeah. Yep.
I'll tell you what, man. I heard a splash, and I turned around, and I looked down there about 150 yards, and I seen him up to his neck. And I'm like, oh my God. So I start yelling down there. I'm like, you all right, bro? You all right? And he's like just waving to me. So I went halfway down there, and I see that he's got a strap to his kayak, and he's just fumbling around in the water. So I go over there, and I lost a rod, he says. He come popping up half naked out of the swamp over there. I
Oh
said,
my God.
geez, I thought he was drowning. I thought he got, launched out of his kayak or something, Tree
Fish
pounder,
on.
tree pounder, tree pounder.
I don't think it's going to measure though, but we'll see.
What you got there, Greg?
That's a small one. I don't think she's going to measure though. We'll see. No. Little 10.5 incher. But the ice is broken, gentlemen.
There you go. First fish on camera for the day. Time to crank it up.
Yeah, exactly. Time to now really. I'm getting ready to go to this area that has, I kid you not, it's a tagged at least 2021, and I could not get it to bite to save my life, man.
Well, you never know. Sometimes
Yeah.
that water temp just has to be just right, or the barrow, or
Well, the problem is they were throwing dough balls like bread at it, and it was just inhaling bread. Would not touch anything I had. And I was like, no, don't feed the stupid bass. I want to feed the bass, not you.
Do not feed the bass.
I want to catch Charlie,
right?
but not yesterday. Today, I want Charlie. Today. That thing was a giant, dude.
Saw Matt and John.
Tiny fish.
Yeah, we got
Matt, you still on 45, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to make the move, man. I just couldn't take it anymore. I couldn't even keep my jig down, bro.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. The wind's died down over here now, but fishing has too.
Oh yeah.
I missed 2 big ones first thing this morning.
Yeah.
Me and Dwayne are already talking about it. We're thinking about moving here pretty soon ourselves.
I made the move, man. I just like, you know what, man? I could catch those, in the creeks. Well,
yeah.
So in theory. in theory.
In theory.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could catch them here this morning too, we thought.
Yeah.
That should have. I've been on
Does Dwayne have just one fish?
Yeah, as far as I know, just one. Only Mike has too. Like, he went the other way. He was on a school of big fish in a real small area.
Right.
Dwayne's up to 2 now.
All that wind this morning.
Yeah.
Dwayne's up to 2 now. Got a 19 and a quarter and a 15 and a quarter.
All right, boys. I'm gonna go see if that big fish is there. You can take a ride with me.
I'm gonna shoot you though. John's wind picking up just a little bit.
Yeah, I'm heading out to my cranking area.
Nice.
John, a little slow this morning for you, huh?
Yeah, it is. This place was beat up yesterday. From what I was told.
Right on.
Well, boys, I got about another 5 minutes before I got to suit up and head to work. So we'll run this broadcast about another 5 minutes. And like I said, I'll be back in probably around 12:30, and I'll be able to do a short broadcast there. And I have to run out and do some turns.
Right on.
But with that being said, we'll give a couple rundowns real quick. We're doing down here, Gunnersville for top 5. If anything changed. Top 5 down at Gunnersville. We got Eric Siddiqui in the pack still at 92.75. Russ Snyder's at 89.25. Brandon Watson at 84.5. Eric Jackson at 83.25. And De'Amon Henderson at 82 even.
Oh, well, forget that.
And the folks who are here watching the 2022 KBBT Bass Bracket Tour National Championship Round 2. Got Steve O'Brien, Derek Brundle board right now at 85 inches. Steve O'Brien with a 16.5. We got Greg Nosar, Tim Gurley. Tim Gurley sitting at 68.5. Daniel Glennie and Joel Spear have yet to upload a fish, while Matt Vaught and Danny Gann. Matt Vaught sitting at 45 even. Danny Gann still has a 13.25 on the board. Chris Yakovlevich, Wilton Rogerson sitting at 54.75 unopposed in that bracket. John Fox at 4.25. Lisa Washington's 12.75. Sean Hunt and Wayne Dwyer. Sean Hunt at 71.75. Mr. Dwyer 30.5. And Bobby Big Gun currently unopposed.
Oh, God dang.
And Matt Vaught swinging a miss.
Oh, it just jumped off of 20, 22, something like that.
Oh.
God. Oh, can't win today. That was a monster.
Wow.
We got Bobby Big Gun at 29.25. So, folks, we're going to conclude this episode of the 2022 KBBT National Championship. And we'll be back right around 12:30. We'll see y'all. Good luck, tight lines, stay safe.
All right, boys.
Thanks, Matt.
Thanks, Matt.
Appreciate the coverage.